to today's video. I'm Brad with the Computer Crowd, and what we'll be taking a look at is installing and setting up IIS with multiple websites. As you can see on screen, I have a Windows 7 virtual machine running. This is Home Premium Edition. Just to prove that you can set up a web server with a Home Premium Edition of Windows. This applies for Windows 8.1, Windows 8, Windows 10, and of course Windows 7. You could go to Vista and XP, but I wouldn't recommend it, being that they're not liked at the moment, I suppose. Well, they're not in support, so yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So what you want to do is, this is a fresh virtual machine. I've done all the Windows updates. So what we'll do is go to Control Panel, Programs, Programs and Features, then turn Windows features on or off. Now we want to wait for this to populate. I'll expand that. Then what you want to look for is Internet Information Services, IIS for short. So we'll expand that and we'll just select that. Now that will install the web server itself and the management tools by default. You could select the FTP server, but that's not part of this video. So I will go ahead and install that. So this will take a few moments, so I will just let this run. And yeah, well, it's going to make a liar out of me, isn't it? It's going to take 2 cents of bugger all to install it. One thing I have done is I have uninstalled some of the other stuff that I don't need running, like the games. I uninstalled some of the Windows Media stuff. Yeah, it's just stuff that I don't need to have running on this system because, hey, it's being a web server, so what's the point in having it running if you're not using it? Chances are this computer will be just stowed away in a corner somewhere where you won't be using it and you'll just leave it on 24/7. Alright, so IIS should be installed. One thing I would recommend doing is actually restarting the computer. I will do that now just in case it's going to do anything else. Even though it didn't prompt to restart, I still would like to restart it. Now there is going to be a few things that I will have to do for this specific video that you will not have to do. This is only so I can get the multiple websites set up without actually having to point a domain name to them. I'll be using just an internal one for the for the websites. Alright, so now we should be able to search for IIS. Look at that, that's right there. We'll pin that to the taskbar and we will launch it. Once again, this may take a couple of moments, just being that this virtual machine is stored on a mechanical hard drive, and yeah, the computer does have to worry about some other stuff. So as you'll see here, there is the default website. So what we can actually do is go browse over here, and that will open up Internet Explorer on the default web page. Just like that. So as you can see, this is running IIS 7, Windows 8 and 8.1 share both IIS 8, and I believe IIS 9 for Windows 10, but I may be wrong. I know I have checked it out before, but I can't remember. Anyway, so this is the dashboard that you'll see. So what I'll do is I'll remove that. Okay. So what you do is you right click on sites, go add new website, site 1, So then we'll just look at a place to store it. I would recommend putting it on a separate partition or a separate drive, but you don't have to. So I'll just make a new folder in here, call it site 1. Select that, go OK. We'll just select the IP address, or the local IP address, and I will name this site 1 net local. This is my internal domain name, so I will be editing the host file just so it does load it instead of searching my network for it. Go OK. No, so that's it set up there. So now I will go to these files here and I'll copy that one. And I'll navigate to my C drive where I chose to set the folders up. So www.root site 1. Paste that in there. Yes. Cool. So that's that one done. And whilst I'm here, I'll set up site 2. And also I will drop that other file in there as well. So much the same as setting up website 1, you just go to sites, add website, site 2, oh, put a space in there, and once again we'll navigate to that inetpub folder in the C drive, root, site 2, cool, and we'll select the IP address, site 2. Local, and start website immediately. Now currently if you go to that, it's just going to go nah, I can't find it. So I will edit the host file in just a moment. One thing you will possibly want to check as well is you go to the default document on the particular site you want to look at. Now you'll see index.html. The server is actually recognizing that index.html exists in here, and they recommend you move that to the top of the search, or to the top of the default document list. You can, if you wish, choose to remove all these, since there is actually no need to have them, because obviously you don't have any of those file types in there. You can actually, if you wish, put a custom one in there, so you can name it dave.html, and it'll detect that you've put that one in there. The local one, that's just the inherited one, but we'll remove that one because we don't actually want that. I'll leave this one as default. I'll just move the index.html to the top. Yes, up, up, up. Done. Alright. So that's that set. Alright. Now I will go ahead and change the host file. Pad. Damn it. That's not what I was supposed to do. Run as administrator. Yes. Alright. File open. Now bear with me for just a moment, I just got to figure out where that bloody hell it is. System 32. Drivers. etc. Now we'll change that to all documents and hosts. Open. Alright, so we'll do site 1.vexnet.local. I'll copy that. Oh shit, no, don't want to copy all that. We'll just change that to site 2. just put down the computer's IP address 192.168, and of course I wasn't typing the whole time. Isn't that just wonderful? 192.168.1.26. Now the reason we have to run this as administrator is because you've got to have administrative privileges to edit the host file. Obviously if you don't run it, you can open it, you just can't save to it, which becomes a bit of a problem when you're trying to test this kind of stuff. Alright, so we've made that change, so that should now work, hopefully. Knowing my luck, it won't, but you never know. And what do you know, it didn't work. Alright, let me just go and fix this, and we'll see what's going on. Alright, let's carry on. Had a bit of drama with the host file, but that's right, I don't really plan that too often, so yeah, I just had the domain name and the IP address around the wrong way. No big deal. Alright, so now that is working, so if we go to site 1, browse to site 1, we can browse to site 2 as well. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's how you set up multiple websites on IIS. One thing I thought I would just quickly touch on is where I've put in the domain name. Yeah, if you put in your actual domain name, so whether that be, for instance, domain.com, and what you do is you go OK on that, and then you go add another one, and then you put www.domain.com, and that will add both records in there. As you can see, this website will open up. If I just go to, see this, basically it's an any record, so it'll go onto the local-host page for just that site. So I can, yeah, as you can see, you just put localhost in there and you automatically get site 1. That's the only site you will get. Now I believe there is a Apache video coming out either soon or is already out by the time this video is published on setting up multiple websites in obviously Apache. So if you're interested in that, yeah, go ahead. But yeah, if you've got a spare computer lying around with Windows 7 or above, go for it. You can set a website up pretty easily, and yeah, good luck. Thanks for watching.